Hello there guys, welcome back to the e-bike repairs YouTube channel. My name's Darsh, that's D-A-R-S-H for anyone that's interested, and I take apart and fix super fun and exciting stuff. Got in this today, it's an e-bike battery, JBL SJB. Apparently it's not charging, and it is a, it's heavy, 72 volt 20 amp hour, 1440 watt hours. Fuse there, charge port's there, discharge port is this XT90 here. Overall, battery condition looks okay, it's clearly been used because of a couple of rub marks, but nothing too bad, don't see any massive cracks. Bashes, bangs, wallops, apart from that, but that possibly is caused by the strap. I see that very common on those. Who knows? Let's pop it open, have a little look, shall we? See what's going on. Something I do notice immediately is that this power button here is always illuminated. I don't think it should be. USB port there. Who knows? Got some screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top here, put them in. It's wet. Why is it wet? I don't know. Oh, I see. Let's see how many screws are in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've all come out. Look at that. All just screws look like that. Very exciting. Let's see what's going on in here then, shall we? What's behind door number 2? So obviously the first thing for me to check would be the fuse. Now I'm thinking easiest way for me to do that will just be stab the multimeter probes through things. Got my meter set to continuity mode, so hold the wires up. Okay, meter set to continuity mode. Excuse me. Oh, and it should. What? There we go. What? My meter is broken. All my leads are broken. Okay, should beep. Right, so across the fuse would be from here to here. I get no beeps. Okay. Let's just pull this connector apart here. This will be an XT30, I believe, under here. Yep. Can't blow my fingers off there. Much easier. Much easier. Go from this side of the fuse here to that side there. Oh look, no continuity. Beeps there, doesn't beep there. I'm a fool. That's not the fuse, that's the charge port. Get there eventually, won't I? Right, you go in there. Go in there. Fuse is not blown. Okay, it's a good start. So that indicates something a little further in, BMS wise. Now, once again, why? If the light always on, it's not supposed to always be on. Let's see about extricating this battery from its silicone tube. A couple of globs of silicone around here to hold stuff in place, but not for long. Right, let's see if that'll come out now. Yes, it will. There we go. Freedom. Okay. So, this on-off switch is powered by, I believe, the 5 volts from the USB. That's our battery voltage indicator there, so it should work. Sort of works. I believe this is actually the on-off switch itself, and I think the light from it is powered from the USB. So if I unplug this, should lose the light. Yep. Okay, so the USB module is always putting out power. Why? Who knows? And that's powered off this. So either the BMS is always outputting power regardless of where the switch is, because the switch is shorted on, or the BMS is shorted on, which I have seen a few times with this style of battery. So we'll see if it goes off now, it's just the switch is shorted on. And it doesn't go off, which means the battery's not turning off, there's always voltage coming out. So let's get these connectors unhooked. Don't need to unplug those. I do need to unplug that one. This goes to that. Yeah, that's still on. And we'll unhook power to the USB board, which is, as I said, also power to the light for the switch itself. Pull that out of there. Right. Now it can't be doing anything because I've unplugged it. It's not. Good. Right, so that's all probably working okay. The issue's likely BMS, which will be along the back here. Sometimes they suffer a bit of smacking. Let's see, shall we? Got to remember these connectors are full of 72 volts and I don't want them on my fingers. Should really change this out for a sharp blade, shouldn't I? Please tell me the other side of this is sharp. Nope. One moment, please. See if we can successfully get one out of this. I hate these dispensers. They don't work. Oh, that one does that. Very good. Nice fresh Stanley. Stanley light from Marvel and such. Right. Trying to cut along at a bit of an angle so I don't go into everything else, which I have slightly done, but it'll be alright. Shrink, be gone. Right. Have a little peek at these. This looks just like the one I opened up the other day where the BMS had exploded itself. Yeah, look. It does. Same bits of tape around the edge. I think the same sort of BMS as well, so we shall see what we have underneath here. Ooh, very interesting. Got to be vaguely mindful of what touch inside a 72 volt pack like this because everything's full of pain. It's one of those this will kill you and it will hurt all the time you're dying type situations with 72 volt stuff. You want to just be mindful of what you touch, i.e. touch nothing. Of course that's stuff on there. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I believe BMS shorted on is what we'll be looking at. I don't see anything horrendous, but it looks as though perhaps the FETs have failed or something. Messy. Not that the pack is messy, it's just undoing it's a bit messy. Right, I'm thinking to get this off successfully I'm going to have to spray a little bit of the old tss on there. I think something I found that works quite well. Uh-oh. Got way too much stuff in here. And doesn't seem to rub the writing off the board is a bit of GT85. If I flip this up the correct way for what I want it to be, how I want it to be, it should trickle down nicely. because I'd like to see what it says on the board, but I can't if... Whereas brake cleaner seems to actually completely wipe it off sometimes. A bit of foaming GT85 seems to remove it, well, just well enough for me. I'm sure this is riveting stuff to everyone at home. It's coming. Alright, that's about as much as that as I'm going to get off, and let's get a bit of blue roll because that's going to be really sticky and horrible now. Get off the worst of it. I don't need to clean this off completely, but enough to see the writing. Okay, so we've got, yeah, I think that's the same one as before. The one that went all crispy on us. Unfortunately, another shit BMS by the looks of it. Now, I don't see any MOSFET-y type explosions, but it doesn't mean that there aren't any. See if we can check out what the balance wires are doing or something. Right. I mean, it looks maybe like there's some blackening here on said BMS. I think that maybe there is. Let's get the world's biggest soldering iron in the world ever popped on and we'll have a look, shall we? This beast. Should make short work of that. This came from the same place as the last one, so straight bit of silicon there. Right, what we want to focus on doing is getting the battery wires and the BMS balance leads disconnected without blowing our fingers off. Oh yeah, that's quite attached, isn't it? Bit of silicone removal. Might just do it. Come on, you. Oh, there's one side. There's the other side. There's one. The cells will probably be absolutely fine. It's the likelihood. I think they use Samsung cells in these. Okay. Right, we'll do battery power. And these battery wires here. See how we're going. This will need some time to heat up, so I will cut back. Okay, I thought actually while I'm checking this, I might, or waiting for that, I'll check the voltage on the cells. I don't know if you're in frame or not. Yeah, you are, look at that. I'm sure my arms are about to cover it, but... Three. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3. Ooh. Ooh. interesting. This is my meter being stupid again though. Oh look, that's saying 3.3. Ooh. 2.9 across that entire lot. What? 3.3. Can't be right. Oh, interesting. I'll unplug the soldering iron. Start measuring some cell voltages maybe. Okay, and we're back. Taking the dogs out for a walk, it's all very exciting. Let's have another little read of these cells, shall we? Let's see what the overall pack voltage is. Just of the whole lot. Okay, I could just look from here, couldn't I? Really? Because I want to know if it's just my meter playing silly buggers. 43 volts across the whole pack. That's not right. So these ones were all reading nicely, but these ones weren't. No, look, I really think there is no voltage across a load of these cells. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3. I think that's the same one I just measured twice. 3.3. 3.3. 3.3. There you go, look, nothing. There's nothing across this whole lot. How strange. So from there onwards, no voltage. Ooh. Interesting. Well, I suppose we'd best have a little look at why that is. Still hot? Good. Don't think I'll be needing the big soldering iron today. Oh my goodness, just everything's gone wrong. It's all fine. Just pretend it's not. Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. Okay, let's see where this lot goes. Goes off that way. Right, I think we're going to have to take off all this stuff. Good Lord, I think I'm just going to cut that. That's quite annoying. It's well stuck, isn't it? No, not yet. Okay, right, one side off. Let's have a little look, see at some of these cells and things, see what we're looking at. we're 4p, 20s, there'll be Samsung 50s or something like that. They all look well spot welded, and not like it's been overly bashed about. A touch of lifting there, but that could be when I was peeling the thing off. And it's obviously this nickel copper sort of composite strip stuff, which I quite like. I think it looks great. It's like a multi-layer type thing with a couple layers of copper and a couple layers of nickel, maybe one layer of nickel sandwiched between two lots. Anyway, I like it. It means you can spot weld it but still enjoy a lot of the current benefits of the nickel. Okay, so it doesn't look like, you know, every balance wire's hanging off or anything like that. Maybe the cells really are dead, but why are they dead? Let's see, shall we? Can you zap me? No. Check a couple of these. I think it's actually the other side of the pack that's got the lack of voltage. We'll just check and see. It's got 10 volts there. Oh right, it probably goes up there and comes back down. 6 volts there, it probably goes up and comes back down. Right, that's the second one. Okay, let's check some voltages of some groups then. See if they really are at back of all. Oh yeah, look. Completely dead. Weird. Dead. 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 And look, I can measure this group here and it'll show me proper voltage, so it's not the meter. That's weird, isn't it? Very strange. I'm now wondering if the BMS does seem suspect, because why was it putting out power when it shouldn't have been? Don't know. I think we're going to have to take it apart after all. To remember that some of this impact I'm using to stand this on is in fact made of metal. It would be foolish for me to forget that. That one was on the floor. On the floor. get this heating back up again. I think I will probably disassemble this. See, that's too many cells, I think, for it to be just a sort of a random failure, I think. I'll cut back when I've got some heat in the iron. Oh, well, that's the end of my soldering iron plug. I just went to unplug something and I thought, that's funny, look at what's that wire from, look. I've had a small short. That's dangerous, isn't it? Where's it gone? Oh no. What's all this coming out of this? Oh no. Well, it's not heated up yet, so that's something, I suppose. Nothing is ever simple, is it? Oh look, it's shorted out in there. It's gone bang. Huh. How bizarre. I guess I'll use my other soldering iron to fix this soldering iron. Weird. Wasn't very good, was it? Have to unrecommend this. I thought it was quite good. Oh my goodness. This thing, but guess it's not. Guess it's a bit shit. I shall fix that, and then we'll fix the battery, or look at the battery. Okay. That now smells very hot, which probably means it's ready. I don't know how secure it is like this. I suspect not very, but here we are. What I'll do, I'll solder battery negative first. Hold it like this, like a dagger. There's one. I might just take these up as I go. It's my trust level for possibly dodgy BMS. Very, very low. That's not somehow shorted to battery positive or something crazy. Things, if the traces are shorted inside, you never know what's gone on. That's two. Do a bit of tape perhaps, some of these wires. Okay. Temp sensor's down there somewhere. Switch. I suppose really I should just unsolder the whole lot, shouldn't I? Be easiest. Okay. That's everything that's going to come off. Unplug that. Unplugged. I pre-did some tape, didn't I? That's that one. Okay, right, so let's see if a little bit of brake cleaner and a little bit of prying with the old ceramic tweezers. I wonder how much of that was even in frame for you. I've been doing a lot of this not in frame. I do apologise. I was dropped on the head. Not as baby, but probably quite recently. I don't know if I was actually, and that's probably not very funny. Sorry if anybody was, in fact. A little dropped as a youngster. Right, let's see if I can pry you off. Is it screwed on? Oh, wait. It's screwed on. I remember now from last time. Tell you what. I'm going to lie it down. What we're going to do. Oh! I did not mean to do that. It lay itself down, but it's down. Nothing bad happened. See if I can get this off. Yep. This one. That's two. Good enough. What are we? Phillips head. Well, Aussie. Don't mind what looks like moisture there, it's literally just I put brake clean on it. Okay. Where do you go, little temperature sensor? I'm trying to not, there we go, break the BMS in case it's not actually what's at fault and something else is. You know, maybe it was just bad cells. Who knows? Right. Let's get our little screwdriver. Pop this apart, shall we? Nothing exciting looking there. Oh yeah, look. It's fucked there. That lower board is alright. Look. I see hot problems. I see the back of a MOSFET coming through the hole in the board. I love it when I'm right. Poor bloke, poor lady. Whose battery this is, obviously, but I do so enjoy being right. Makes me feel good. Who's ready for it? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, chat itself. Shit mark. That's what. So this is what that board the other day looked like before what went wrong went wrong. Evidently this gets too hot here. Yeah, look, that's blown right up there. So that's why the MOSFET's blown. Yeah, the board's got all crispified, just like that last one. But this has been caught at the beginning stages, and not all of these are completely gone. These were those bits of sort of trace beefing up that had got so hot and melted and moved along. Interesting. I think they're blanks in case there were more MOSFETs, but there weren't more MOSFETs. Maybe there should have been more MOSFETs, perhaps, or maybe this is just it's like a charge discharge, or single port, not separate port. Because look, the P ones haven't been used. We're discharging through B plus B minus. No, P has been used. Yeah. Don't know. These are sort of bridged with a plate sort of thing. But yeah, that's your problem. All the solder start to go through, and that being on all the time could quite possibly short out all sorts of things, and then have drained those cells down. I reckon it wasn't the cells. Oh, I tell you what, I think this chip's gone as well. I might bring you down to this level to have a look. We'll go handheld for this bit. I can see more things. Okay. So, how do I make there be more light? Very professional, this whole thing. As you can see, I've got a bloody microscope. Put it under the microscope. Okay, so we've got this board under the microscope here. Gonna look at this chip, for example. To raise it up to get all that in frame, and there we go. We can see what the top of the chip looks like. I know you can't see, but I'm going to move it so you can. There we go. I could put this footage through, but I'm not going to. So that's what one of these chips looks like. It's my tweezers. Happy dandy. Here's another one. Happy dandy. There is a part on there, part number on there that says cell something. Cell wise? Doesn't seem very wise to me. It's probably about as in focus as I'm going to get it. I think that says cell wise. It's really hard to make out the part number on that. CW12/4 ALDSEW41. Now, take a look at this one down here. Tripod's caught on a bike. That's this one over here that we're going to be taking a look at and crashing into the side of the pack. It's all very professional here. Oh no, look, I'm stuck on the cell wires. Okay. Get there eventually, I promise. Aha! Well, that doesn't look so hot, does it? No, sir. Look. There's a hole blown clean in the middle of that. The chip has exploded. Just there. Not so cell-wise now, are we? No. Don't know how much you could have just seen on the normal camera. So that's this chip here we're looking at. Oh, you're on a tripod, I can put you down. God, the camera work really leaves a lot to be desired around here, doesn't it? Right. Yeah, so that's what they're supposed to look like. Like that one there. There. But look what we've got. Cream crackered, look at that. See, it's popped a hole right on top of it. Do a really close up look at my thumbnail, don't you? Bet you do. Yeah, you see the heat marks on that. Well, packs for the bin, really. Whole thing. BMS is toast. Half the cells are toast. There's no point trying to, reclaim that. But the other thing is you don't know what it's done to the other cells. Are those the only cells that there's been a problem with? have the other cells perhaps completely discharged down to 0 while we've been, we've not known about it, and then charged back up because the BMS is at fault and isn't controlling what it's supposed to be doing. We don't know. We're just sort of guessing at things, and I'm always going on about a lithium battery is like inviting a small bomb into your house. Well, it's not really a bomb so much as an incendiary device, because it's not going to explode like a petrol station would in a Hollywood film. But what it is an incendiary device. It's inherently dangerous, and if it's not safe, I don't see that it should ever go back into service. So some of the cells are alright. They'll be good. This lot's might be alright. Someone could salvage them. Who knows? This lot, I bet even if they're 0 volts like that, I bet I could charge them up and they take a charge and seem fine. But they get hot. There'll be dendrites formed inside. Ruined. So yeah, this pack gets another one of these. Faulty BMS. It's not good. Not good at all. Thanks for watching. If you like this sort of thing, please feel free to like the video, comment, share, subscribe, become a channel member. It's 99 cents a month, and I get an incredibly small amount of that, but why not? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.